what's up you guys, After Show Reacts here, and today I'm doing my thoughts video for season 4 of Supernatural. So by now you should probably know that I do thoughts videos whenever I finish a season of a TV show that I'm reacting to. So this is what this is about. These videos normally consist of what I thought of the season, 10 of your questions, and 3 predictions that I'm going to make for the next season. So, my thoughts on this season. This season by far has definitely, I think, been the strongest in regards to storyline. Like the first season, they were like looking for their dad. Second season, they were like exploring the possibility of like Sam's kind of origins, I guess. And then the third season was trying to get Dean out of like his deal that he made. And then so season 4 has been like the lead up to the apocalypse, I guess. Well, the lead up to beginning the apocalypse. This is definitely, I think, my favorite season so far. We've had some really good episodes, which I will get into as that's one of your questions. I really enjoy the dynamic that the boys have had this season. The fact that Sam has been going through this whole like transformation into kind of like a bad like monster, I guess. Really changed the dynamic up a lot, because like it sort of seemed like Sam and Dean can't really trust each other at the moment. Especially as we came to the end of the season where they just like had it out and like beat each other up. And for the first time ever, Sam actually won. I don't get it. So inconsistent. So my thoughts on Sam's power, like, and the way that it's, like, sort of portrayed. I thought that it would be really cool for Sam to have powers, but, like, I feel like that whole story kind of, I don't know, I feel like it, like, kind of overshadowed everything. And it just, they focused on his powers just a bit too much, and it just made me feel kind of gross when watching like him turn into this monster, but I guess that's sort of what you're meant to feel, I guess. I found myself not really sympathizing with him at all, which is something that pretty much Chuck says. Like, the whole reason that he doesn't include it into the book is because it's not sympathetic, and like I get that. I get why he's like he's doing it, because he wants to, you know, save the day, he wants to kill Lilith. I get it. I just didn't like the way that it was portrayed, and I just felt very icky by the end of the season. In regards to Sam, I didn't like Ruby. I'll go into my feelings about her into a question, because a bunch of you asked about Ruby, and I might as well just keep that as a question as a whole. I liked the inclusion of Bobby more this season. I want to see more of him, because at the moment we mainly just have the 2 boys, and I mean, it's more like, I love them, but it would be really good to have more characters. And on that note, where the hell is Ellen and Joe? I'm just saying, like. So majority of the season was fillers, and then as it came to the end of the season, it like really piled on some good episodes. I like the idea that like like their lives are being told in books, which is kind of funny. Like, it's so meta, and I really enjoyed that. I liked the ideas of like the angels being introduced and all that kind of stuff, but boy are they dicks. But like, they're not as horrible as the elders on Charmed. So I mean, are they? I mean, the angels want the apocalypse to happen. But so do the elders, I guess. I don't know, they're just as bad as each other, I guess. I like the idea that, that, like, Dean is, like, the reason that all of this is happening is because of Dean and how he tortured souls in hell. And that was, like, so horrifying to hear him talk about, because, like, he felt really, really guilty about it, and, like, you could see it on his face for, like, the entirety of the season that he was just wrestling with these feelings, and I just wanted to hug him every time that he was on screen and felt sad. Like, it's okay, Dean. We all would have broken. Let's be real. In regards to him feeling, like, he liked torturing people, of course you're going to like torturing people if, like, okay, real talk here. If you're being tortured for 30 years in hell, alright? That's gonna become, you know, the custom. And then you stop being tortured and you start torturing someone else. That's gotta feel good. Not because specifically that you're hurting someone else and making them go through what you're going through, but the fact that you're not going through it anymore makes it so much better, because you've endured it for 30 years and now you're getting a break. Like, of course he's going to feel better about it. It's a horrible thing altogether. Like, you know, obviously you shouldn't feel good about it, but I understand it. I understand why he feels good about it. And I understand why he wrestles with that feeling. Alistair was really creepy, especially when he was, like, in that dude with the voice that goes like this. He was, like, super creepy. I would have liked to see him a bit more, especially in that actor. I feel like he was maybe underutilized a little bit. But, you know, whatevs. I really liked Anna. Oh my god, what's her name? Anna? I hope her name was Anna. She was a really nice angel. I enjoyed whenever she was around. She was like, she questioned things, and that's always good. That's always a good thing. And I don't know, I just really liked her. I hope that she somehow comes back, even though she was taken by the angels. But, like, Cass got to come back. Also, was Cass, like, brainwashed or something? Because he went up there, like, questioning things and came back down, like, I don't serve you, Dean. Hated Uriel. I'm glad that he's dead. My least favorite episode was Family Remains, because, dude. Honestly, I can pick that apart, actually. It had the actress that played, Supergirl in the movie, and she also played Lara L in Smallville. Terrible actress. I think she's horrible. I cannot watch her. It hurts my head. It also had a baby Clay Jensen, which just makes me think of 13 Reasons Why. And that whole show makes me very uncomfortable. Then it had incest, and it had, like, 2 incest children, and, like, it was just a messed up episode, and I didn't like it. Can I delete the episode out of my life? Like, this is what I want. Can we tell the producers to go back in time and just not do it? Alright, now I'm going to get into some of your questions. You guys asked a lot of questions. They were all really, really good. I picked the ones that I thought that I could answer the best. And I only picked about 10 of them, so I'm sorry if your question doesn't get answered. But a lot of people asked the same questions, so even though your specific question may not be up there, a version of that might be answered, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. Elle asked, Are you religious or were you raised in a religion? And how does the supernatural universe intersect or diverge from your own religious beliefs or understandings? Does that affect your feelings about the season? And were there any parts of it where it's drawing from certain religions felt uncomfortable to you? So I'm just gonna straight up say, I don't believe in anything. I've been told that that's called atheism, being an atheist. But I don't like the term atheist. So, like, I'm not for the label. I just don't believe in anything. My mother used to send me to Christianity classes because she was a Christian. Although she never went to, like, she never went to church unless she got free food. But, she, at primary school, which is, like, when you're, like, 5 to 12, I think when I was like 5 or 6 years old, she put me in like this Christian class or something or other, and let me tell you, I don't remember a damn thing about anything in that class, so I didn't really care even back then. So, to just summarize your question for you, I don't really have any feelings towards the whole religious aspect of the show. I mean, maybe I'll learn some things, I guess. I don't know. Grifter asks, how have your likes/dislikes of Castiel changed from when we first met him to the season finale? So, Castiel came in and blinded the psychic woman. I can't remember what her name is right now. And, like, that was really mean, and I hated that. I don't understand why he didn't just heal her, because, like, can't he do that? Can't angels, like, heal people? Never really made sense to me. But then she ended up dying, and that was really sad. But, like, this is a question about Castiel. I thought he was, like, quite intimidating to begin with. But I really grew to like him. And then, like, we got, like, a bit of a backstory of his, like, his, vessel, I guess. And then he came back, and he was like, I don't serve, man, and I don't serve you, Dean. And then I was like, what the fuck, man? I was just starting to like you. And then there was, like, that twist at the end of the season where he ends up helping Dean anyways, which I really enjoyed because, come on, just give us one good angel. One good angel and one good demon. I mean, is that so hard to, like, I like Castiel. I do. I hope that he continues to think for himself and joins Team Winchester. S. Jacko asked, how did you feel seeing Mary and John when they were younger? Would you like to see more flashbacks of them or not? So, this is one of the only episodes that I had really, really big troubles with. Like, the sound of the episode was never picked up for some reason, and it was quite ridiculous, so I just posted the full reaction for you guys to watch. I need to fix it somehow, but I'm so busy, and I can't be bothered at some points in time, to be completely honest with you. But I really did really enjoy that episode. Although it was very awkward that, like, when she made a deal with Yellow Eyes, she had to kiss her dad. It was super creepy. But yeah, I really did like it. I really hoped that we get to see more of that kind of backstory. It really did show that she did, have something to apologize for, which we saw in the first season, I think it was. When she was, like, haunting their house. And she was like, Sam, I'm sorry. He was like, what for? And she, like, fucking disappeared. But yeah, it was really nice to get that backstory, and I want to see more of them, definitely. Rajan Manhas asked, what are your top 10 favorite episodes of the show so far? So I sat down and I wrote them all down. And I haven't put them in a particular order because, well, that would just be painful. Ask me to do this when the show's done and I will do it. But for now, it's too painful. Alright, so in no particular order, my favorite episodes, I don't know what the, like, numbers or seasons are on these, but I just have the titles written down. So my top 10 favorite episodes of Supernatural so far are Tall Tales, because it was fucking hilarious. I will never, ever, ever hear hear the song Lady in Red and not picture an alien slow dancing. What Is and What Should Never Be. I really enjoyed this episode because it showed what could have happened if, you know, they never, like, they never became hunters and all that kind of stuff. It was really sad and emotional, and honestly, it's a really good episode. Definitely rewatchable, I think. Bad Day at Black Rock. I believe that this is the one with the rabbit's foot. And, like, honestly, that episode was golden comedy-wise. From Sam losing his shoe down a thingy-majiggy, a drain, and then, like, to Dean throwing a pen and, like, it getting stuck inside of a gun, and then he being like, I'm Batman. That was just funny. I loved it so much. Monster Movie. I really enjoyed just reacting to this one, which is so weird because I hate black and white films. I absolutely despise them. But this was so much fun. I don't know why. It was like the over-exaggerated moves and then like the over-exaggerated characters and all that kind of stuff. It was just so exciting and I really enjoyed watching it, and if you watched my reaction to it, you probably noticed that I was definitely getting into it. Mystery Spot, because Dean dies like 20 billion times and it was funny. And then like it takes a dark turn to like what it would be like if Dean actually died. Pretty much any episode with the Trickster is pretty cool, right? Yellow Fever, because it was really funny watching Dean get scared of things. Like, I'm just saying. And he was like drinking so much and he like ran out the back door. So funny. Starting to realize that I really like the comedy episodes. The monster at the end of this book, I really liked it because it was a really interesting concept that I've never seen on TV before, and that's the fact that their whole life is being documented in books by a prophet named Chuck, and that was fun. I really liked how meta it was, and I hope we see Chuck more. I hope it wasn't just a one-off. I also really liked Simon Said because it also explored the like other special kids, and it like explored their powers, which was exciting to me. Like the fact that there was more people out there like Sam. I was interested to see what was going on. Lazarus Rising, because it was the introduction to Castiel, which I really just loved. I grew attached to Castiel, and his entrance was crazy, and Dean comes back to life, and like, what's not good about Dean being alive? My 10th favorite episode is the two-parter. Well, it's technically 2 episodes, but it's a 2-parter, so I'm counting it as one. And that is All Hell Breaks Loose, parts 1 and 2, because those were just really, really good episodes. I really enjoyed, you know, the powered aspect, and then I also enjoyed the fact that it made me feel really bad that Sam died, and then Dean makes a deal for him, and yeah, it was a good episode. Good episodes. Enjoyed them. So, those were my top 10 favorites so far. I'm sure they'll change because there's a lot more seasons. Nomad Games, asked, what do you think was the funniest moment this season? When it was in Yellow Fever, and it was when Sam opened up I think it was like a broken locker or something like that, or a file cabinet or something, and a cat jumped out, I think. And Dean just screamed. And then said, "That was scary." And giggled, like, just laughed it off. That was fucking funny. It's a cat, Dean!
That was scary.
Lucas2394 asked, what are your thoughts on Ruby this season compared to last season? So I said it in my reaction, and I'm just going to explain it a bit more here. I disagree that they're the same people. Okay, my headcanon, okay, so there's probably the real canon, which is the fact that she was always evil and blah blah. But my headcanon, okay, is that Katie Cassidy was Ruby, okay? And then she got dusted or put down in the pit or whatever, okay? And then Lilith made a deal with a demon in the pit that was not Ruby and was like, hey, yo, do you want to trick the Winchesters into believing that you're Ruby? And that demon was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll help you, you know, break all the seals and do all of your bidding and whatever. Sure, why not? Because this Ruby was so much different compared to the Ruby that we had before. Just, I don't know if it was the actress trying to play her differently, which I think was stupid. Like, the actress should have played the character the same in order to get the audience to, like, take her side, I guess, because I just felt like they were two completely separate characters, and I never, like, I loved Katie Cassidy's version, and I trusted her, and I, like, defended her against Dean, and then this season, I for no second defended this version of Ruby. I always defended Dean because I just felt uneasy and uncomfortable at the idea of a new Ruby, and I never trusted her, and I was right to never trust her because she ended up betraying them anyway. So to me, she's not the Ruby that we met. But that's my headcanon, so. Paul Mackey asked, how far do you think the producers will go into the apocalypse? What do you think the apocalypse looks like? I don't know what the apocalypse would look like, but I'm very keen to find out. It'd be really, really cool to see, like, Hell on Earth. But, like, all this stuff normally gets stopped on TV shows. Like, they're like, oh, the apocalypse is coming. Oh my god, it's the worst thing in the world. And then they stop it last minute. I just, for once, want to see the apocalypse happen. Because it would be funny. Not really funny, actually. It would be interesting to watch. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a masochist. Maybe I just like to watch the world burn. In TV shows. Taflo1981 asked, how do you think the relationships between the brothers will develop after everything that happened? In particular, the final episodes. Honestly, I can't imagine that it would be easy for them to, like, reconcile. They will. Because there's another, like, 10 seasons. Come on. Or, like, 9 seasons. I don't know. There's a lot more seasons. They're gonna reconcile. But, like, I can't imagine that it's going to be easy for them. I can't imagine it'll be easy. but they will reconcile, because, let's be real. Jacob's Artwork asked, what was your favorite episode from this season? So, for the first time ever, my favorite episode was not the finale. My favorite episode this season was actually the monster at the end of the book. I really, really enjoyed watching it, editing it, and everything. It was just so much fun, and I really just enjoyed it. Just how meta the episode was. I don't know. That was my favorite this season. John Skelton asked, how did you like Jimmy? That whole storyline with the whole, like, him being the vessel was really interesting to me because, like, it showed almost like, it almost showed as though, like, Castiel was kind of buttering him up, like he was, I don't know how to explain it, but it was almost like he was, you know, making him feel special, talking to him, like, testing his feelings for him, and then, like, becoming him. It was almost like he sweet talked him into it, and, like, I felt really bad for his, like, family, because it was just really sad, the fact that he was gone for a whole year, and they didn't even know, and, like, they just knew that he was going a little bit crazy. I felt really bad for him because, like, he chose his life over his daughter's, which obviously you would, being a father. It just makes me wonder how, like, Uriel and, like, the Dick Angels, like, butted up their vessels to get them, or did they just enter unwillingly? I don't know. But yeah, I really liked Jimmy. I thought he was cool. He was definitely a family man, and I felt really bad for him in the end. But I like Cass, so I don't know. So now, I'm going to make 3 predictions for the next season. So I predict that we will see Lucifer, because I am so angry that we did not get to meet him. It was like such a cliffhanger. It was like, ooh, Lucifer Rising, it's the episode, and then you never actually see Lucifer. I predict that we're gonna meet some archangels, because they've, like, mentioned them before, and I assume that that's where we're leading. And I also predict, because we're getting Lucifer, why the fuck can't we have God? Like, just chuck God in there, man. I think that we're gonna get to see God. Because, like, how the hell do you deal with Lucifer? Anyways, so these were my thoughts on season 4 of Supernatural. Overall, I really, really enjoyed this season. It was far better than the others. So far, like, I love the other seasons, don't get me wrong, but this is definitely a step up. I can't wait to see, like, how next season changes things. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my reactions to this season. Thank you for staying so patient with me with all of my blocks and having to link videos and all that kind of stuff. And basically, thank you guys for just being awesome, and yeah. And I will see you in season 5.